So going back onto the eyeshadow again, so obviously we're kind of here, we're in an interim kind of stage. We have a lot of heavy eyeshadow on the top of our lids, so we want to balance that out on the bottom. So what I am going to do is go back into that medium shade. I'm not going to bother with going straight back to that that really light brown shade, just because you haven't got as much space to play with. And I'm going to take that a smaller brush as well. I've obviously got a smaller fluffy brush, but yeah, obviously you're going under your eye, you've got a smaller area. So what I would do is I'll take that medium shade, the same, dab and tap off that excess, and I will blend from that black, and I will go about, see here where I have that slight bend in my eye, I'll go to about there with that medium brown. You can already see how much better that looks. Like, this looks crazy, and I can't understand people who don't put brown, or like, well, who don't blend their eyeshadow onto their eyes, because you've got this heavy eyeshadow on top and you need to balance it out. So yeah, you can see how that makes such a difference. So yeah, I've just done that, and then once again take that fluffy. Now if you wanted to use that light brown to blend it out, I would totally get it. So now just take that, maybe that a little bit of light brown, that really light brown that we use, and just blend that out again. Then going in with that really dark brown, so we've just done that one, going in with that one now, and that small brush that we used, or just your finger. Or I think if you're going to have two brushes in your kit, have like maybe a big fluffy brush and then a really small one, and then you can kind of get everything done. So yeah, obviously I have loads, but so yeah, and then you want to focus on that outer V, and then come in maybe to about halfway down the eye. So once again, you're doing the same kind of concept you did on the top of the eye, but just on the bottom. So obviously you went further with that lighter brown, and you're going slightly less far with the darker brown. And then finally, you want to finish off with that black. I'm going to blend them out at the same time, but you want to connect that black up here and just pop it in that outer corner and go maybe like a quarter of the way down your eye. If you're feeling fancy and you want to do like a full, like bring your black right down here, then like go for it. Find out what works for your face shape. I actually do look better if I've got more dark underneath my eyes, just because my eyes are so big, it does balance it out better for me. But yeah, just see how it works for you. See, that's quite a heavy look, but if you've got like smaller eyes and you've got a smaller face, then maybe that's not for you. But yeah, so have a play. Then I'm going back in with that light brown, tapping it off and just blending everything out. And as you can see, that kind of completes the eye look and makes everything super cohesive, and we're really nearly done with those eyes. So yeah, I'm going to do the other one and I'll come back. So the next step you want to do is you want to take a pencil eyeliner. Don't laugh at me. Theo's just got home now, so it's going to be banter. So you take a pencil eyeliner. This is not a step that you have to do, but I feel like it just looks better if you do. And you have to have eyes of steel. Go on, block my light. You have to get the visual of what he's doing.
My hair doesn't look very nice.
You look beautiful, honey, don't worry. Anyway, so you want to get your pencil eyeliner, and you see here, so you've got this like beautiful black kind of smoked out, whatever. But then you do this and you have this like pink bit. So you take your pencil eyeliner and you want to line your waterline if you're brave enough. Obviously, if you are not, then don't worry about it. But yeah, I really like to do this step because I think, and also if you're really brave, you can do the upper one, which is under there, which will make your eyelashes look a lot thicker than they are. Yeah, I like to do both because I can literally prod my eyes and not feel a thing. But yeah, so you can see the difference between those eyes. So that's just slightly blacker, slightly more complete, especially on the underline, and then you've got, yeah, so it just makes it more complete. And we're about to go on to mascara and lashes. Okay, so the next, people have different ways they like to apply lashes and do these things, right? I personally prefer to apply mascara first, but you can also apply mascara afterwards, and I kind of do a bit of both. So this is how I like to do it. I have really straight eyelashes, as you can probably see, so I always make sure that I curl my eyelashes before, ow, I just got my eye, before I put my lashes on. mascara, sorry, not my lashes. But yeah, I just like to curl my eyelashes because they straight as hell, and then I kind of get one straight layer of lash and one mascara. With mascara, obviously you're going to put lash, like a sizable lash on anyway, so don't worry too much. Don't feel like you really need to elongate your lashes or do this or whatever. So yeah, just work on a layer of mascara on the top lashes there. So, getting to lashes, what you want to do is, any lashes, I do recommend Eyelure. I think Eyelure are quite a good lash. So with your lashes, these are pre-cut. Always make sure you cut your lashes. So when you get your eyelash, you stick it on your eye, right? And I find a lot of them are way too long for people's eyes, and people do not know to cut them. So if they are too long, what you want to do is you want to stick it on your eye. Got the hiccups, sorry. Stick it on your eye there, and just nip off the corner. As short as you need to make them, so you just nip off however long. I've already pre-cut these, so these fit my eyes. But yes, please cut your lashes, because I see people without cutting their lashes, and it just, you kind of have like an excess lash just sticking randomly on. It looks bizarre. So, you've got your eyelash, take your glue. Oh, I've got an itch on my face. Take your glue, and you want to just undo your glue firstly. And then run some glue along your lash band, making sure you have a decent amount of glue on the like outer corners, because that's the bit that's not nice to stick down. So yeah, so these are what you want to then do is, so you've got a decent amount, so you can see I've got a decent amount of glue on there. You want to, I blow on mine, but you want to leave it for a little while to get tacky. So basically you don't want to leave it so long that the glue dries, but you also want to leave it a decent amount of time so that when you stick it on your eye, it stays there, so the glue's less wet. They usually recommend to leave it about a minute, or just blow on it and just to like speed it up a little bit. But yeah, so you kind of want to wave it in the air, leave it about a minute, just leave it for the glue to get tacky. And I can kind of see that mine's starting to get tacky. Yeah, we're starting to get there. Yeah, so the purpose of this, what you want to then do is you want to take your lash and you want to have like a tweezer, or I am lazy and I'm going to use like the pointed bit of my spoolie brush. But you want to place the eyelash on the top of your eyes, and I usually stick down the outer corner of my eyelashes first. So I stick them down there. And as you can see, I get this floating inner corner, which I then, all I do is I press that into my eye. Yeah? So, put down the outer bit first, and make sure that's stuck to my eye, and then I press down that inner corner. And make sure you try and get that inner corner as close to that lash line as possible. We are going to fix it up, so if you don't, it's not the end of the world. But you want to make sure, just keep prodding it. I'm using a spoolie, but you can use tweezers, you can use a finger, you can use the end of a brush. But just make sure that your eyes are really, that your eyelashes are really sticking to your eyes. And then finally, when it's kind of like dried in, what I like to do is pinch my lash and my actual eyelashes and the lash together. Yeah, so that is kind of how you stick on your lashes. That's really secure, it's not going anywhere. And I will show you how we kind of fix that up in a second. Okay, so I have both lashes on, and they're pinched together, and they are ready to go. What I then like to do is, if you don't own eyelash colours, that's no effort, but I like to curl them both together. I won't do it for the purposes of this, just because it's effort. Obviously, if you pinch them together, that kind of brings your lashes together. And then to combine your actual lashes and the false lashes, if you just whack on like a tiny layer of mascara onto them both, obviously you don't want to cake the fake lashes and mascara, but yeah, that will just combine the two lashes for you. And as well, see, the inner corner is the most difficult bit, and I've actually managed to do it quite well today, but I literally never do. But you can see sometimes it creates a little difficulty, and you kind of feel a little bump, and the easiest way to fix it is just take your liquid eyeliner and just fix it up. I like to go over any kind of like inner corner of my lash with liquid eyeliner anyway, because I feel like they often get quite covered in glue and a bit gross. But you can see the difference between that one, how seamless that one is, and that one's got a tiny little bump. So yeah, if you take your liquid eyeliner and you just go over that inner corner, it blends the lash, and it also blends, yeah, it blends the corner of the lash. What am I trying to say? I've actually missed a bit. But it blends the corner of your lash with the eyeliner and makes it look very seamless. And then even if you've made a mistake, you're covered, so it's fine. And that is how you properly put on your lashes. We're now going to move on to kind of finishing touches and finishing off.